I believe we are living through the opening stages of the Second American Civil War. There are 5 key points that I'm going to discuss with you here tonight to further illustrate my point. If you want to support the channel, hit the like button, leave your combat llama emojis down below, and let me know which of these 5 points you agree or disagree with and why. And be sure to fully articulate yourself. That way we can actually have a discussion down in the comments below. I should note, I am not representing any organization, the War Department, or the United States Army in any way. I am simply speaking as an independent third-party content creator. The first point I want to discuss here tonight is the normalization of distrust between the American population and the mainstream media and the American population and their elected officials. If you were to ask anybody in the comments below, and you let me know, if I were to ask my audience, do you trust the Federal Bureau of Investigation? Do you trust the elected officials appointed over you? Do you trust your mainstream media that you are being told the truth, and do you have full transparency with the mainstream media? Do you feel you are being told the truth about, I don't know, the Charlie Kirk assassination, Thomas Crooks, the first or second presidential attempted assassination on then former president, now current President Trump? Do you feel that you are being told the truth about the Epstein files and everything that goes into the Epstein files? There are a million different things that I could bring up here today. Do you feel like you're being told the truth about everything that's happening with funding to Ukraine, funding to Israel? Do you? Let me know. Do you feel like you're being told the truth about all of the things that happened during COVID-19 and the development of the vaccines and everything that went in to get the emergency use authorization into the COVID-19 vaccine? The point is, and you let me know down below, do you trust the Federal Bureau of Investigation? Do you trust your local law enforcement to tell you the truth? Do you trust officials appointed over you in an official capacity, specifically speaking in a federal capacity or in the mainstream media, okay? The second point I want to discuss here tonight, the normalization of foreign wars. Every time something is about to be groundbreaking to the American public, a foreign war kicks off, whether it be when the Ukraine war started, okay, at the end of COVID-19 and during a changeover of presidency, or whether it be the strikes, now I'm out of order, but the strikes against Iran, or the Venezuelan war that's beginning to pop off now, or the strikes that occurred in Israel and the peace treaty and all of the things, and then the Epstein files and the government shutdown. The point is, every time truth is about to be brought to the American population, a foreign war or a foreign threat. Oh, now we have tariffs against China, or there's a massive Hindu statue that's going to get brought up because, use this distractionary method, this government shutdown, you name it, to distract you. You are being lied to and you are being distracted by foreign wars. Let me know what you're drinking. Let me get a drink of coffee here. So, the normalization of distractionary methods that both your elected officials are using. When the Democrats lost the government shutdown, which is hilarious because it should be celebrated that the government's back up, and that, I don't know, officers like ICE officers that are literally risking their lives, or military members that are literally going to war with Venezuela, whether you agree or disagree with the conflict, I think we can all agree those people should be paid, right, to risk their lives. But when the government was brought back to life, you had the Democratic Party that used the Epstein files and the release of files that were already out to distract you from the truth, okay? So the normalization of foreign wars and distractions to hide the truth from the American public. The third thing, spying. You are being spied on in more ways than I even have time to articulate on this drive right now, back home from the range. But what you need to understand, everything you do, every conversation you have, every purchase you make, everywhere you drive, everywhere you do anything, anytime you upload anything to Instagram, X, YouTube, you name it, your comments, everything, you are being spied on and put in a category. Low risk or no risk, low risk, moderate risk, high risk, by people that wish to categorize you, to keep an eye on you. This has been hammered home by the development of artificial intelligence and the Apple Wallet and Real ID. Nowadays, you can't even fly without a passport or a real ID. You can't go anywhere, and everywhere you go, everywhere you swipe your card, your metadata is being tracked, and you are always being watched. This is normal. Everyone listening to this right now is saying to themselves, of course, Trench, we know this. This is all normal. Our AI is spying on me. Everything I do is normal, and you're probably not even using a VPN, which means you're being spied on to the fullest extent possible, okay? And I'm not just talking about our government either. I'm also talking about the Russian government. I'm also talking about the Chinese government, the Israeli government, and there's an asterisk, okay? So spying. Before I get into point number 4, I want to discuss something. Your elected officials no longer have your best interest at the top of their priority list. They now have the best interests of the state of Israel and the country of Israel and the war in Gaza because of funding. Your favorite social media influencers and your elected officials are being directly paid for by Israel. And the fact that everyone listening to this is nodding their head up and down, and if you agree, just hit the like button and let me know if you agree. But the fact that everyone right now is nodding their head up and down and being like, yep, I know my politicians are being paid off by Israel. I know that my favorite influencers, there's one that comes to mind, and they've been very passionate, and they're on the Republican side, and they've recently been caught crashing out. But they're bought and paid for by Israel. So the fact that that is a normalization and standardized here in the United States is a serious problem. Point number 4, and let me know what you think so far, but point number 4, Americans hate each other. Let me know, are you a Democrat or a Republican? Or do you even know anymore, because the Republican Party is crashing out with Candace Owens, who was using the death of Charlie Kirk to make millions of dollars and stand on the back of her audience, creating a true crime documentary out of Charlie Kirk's murder and attacking the man that held Charlie Kirk on his head of security, who held Charlie Kirk in his final moments, covered in his literal blood, stuffing gauze into the bullet entry wound. The fact that Candace Owens' audience is literally attacking this man brutally online is a serious problem. We can't even have discourse anymore without people attacking you. And the fact that everyone listening to this is like, yep, if you haven't seen it, go read the comments in the Sean Ryan Show video with the head of security of Charlie Kirk. It is horrible. You will be disgusted by the American public. Absolutely disgusted. Freedom of speech is one thing, we need it, but when it comes to celebrating and attacking the man that was trying to defend Charlie Kirk, that is no longer transparency, it's evil. Let's take a drink of coffee. Americans hate each other. I want to ask you something. Would you invite a person from the opposite political spectrum? Would you invite them over for Thanksgiving dinner? Would you invite a Republican over for Thanksgiving dinner if you're on the left? Would you invite a Democrat over for Thanksgiving dinner if you're on the right? Be honest. You would not. I know you wouldn't. Because everybody hates each other. People's circle, which might have used to be a 20-person or 30-person friend group, has been reduced to 10 or less. Let me know. How many close family friends does you and your immediate family have? And be honest. I'm telling you, it's probably 12 or less. Let me know. Americans hate each other because of social media, because of this rhetoric that is happening on Instagram and X and YouTube and all of the different social media on TikTok. It's horrible. It's freaking horrible, guys. Last point, I'll get you guys out of here. The normalization of poverty. I don't know how many guys in my comment section have been laid off. They've been working a job for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. They've been laid off by cutbacks, by AI, by you name it. They've been laid off, or they can't find work, or their hours have been reduced to near minimum. The normalization of poverty and the celebration of poverty here in the United States is a serious issue. If you know somebody right now that is struggling financially and nobody, it's just normal that they can't find any more work. It's normal that them and their family are struggling. They're living in poverty or they're living in the middle class. But we all know right now that the middle class, trust me, I feel it every day. The middle class, it's hard to put groceries on the table. Groceries are at an all-time high. Gas, by the time you get to the end of the month, it's how much do we put in savings? Okay, and I'm a guy that's on a cut. I eat low-carb tortillas, lean ground beef, and chicken. Nighthawk and I's diet is very simple, but we see it. We feel it, and we see the normalization and standardization of the lower class and the middle class being bunched together. You look at places like New York, who have a literal communist socialist that has been elected for the mayor of New York City, and we wonder why this happened. It's because people are hurting, man. People are living in a status of poverty. The middle class is gone. The lower class is the middle class, and now you see why. And no, I'm not a commie or a socialist, trust me. But I can see how this has happened. So, now that we got this far, what do? You've been following the Trench Grenade channel for a while. Maybe you're new here. Make sure you're actually subscribed. Make sure, because YouTube will unsubscribe people, make sure you hit the like button. Seriously, if every viewer hits the like button, guys, I can't even really tell you. It's night and day. It's night and day when you guys hit the like button or when you don't, right? But the point is, as I'm on the way home, driving back from the range, I'm sick. I'm sick by seeing the hate between people here in this country. I think we're at a boiling point, and I'm nervous. I don't want to encourage any sort of violent rhetoric or anything like that, but I want you guys to be prepared. So if you got this far, 3 months of food, whether it be rice and beans, whether it be emergency meals, whether it be Mountain House or something like that, a jet boil, and the ability to have rice, beans, and a protein supplement of some sort, 3 months of water, 10,000 rounds of ammunition, a good carry gun, and a good rifle for you and your spouse, and hopefully you have enough money to at least have one backup, right? I like the Glock magazine ecosystem. I have a Glock 17 on my hip right now, and I have the Banshee in the back, with my my go-to-war kit and my belt always with me and my duffel bag. But the point is, you guys, just please get training. Have those 3 months worth of emergency supplies. Have your rifle zeroed. Maintain your own physical fitness. Take care of your family. Have emergency plans in order. And let me know if this video resonates with you and you've been thinking this for some time, because I'm telling you guys, things are getting worse, and I don't really know. I don't know where things are going to go. Okay, but I just want my guys to be ready and gals to be ready for the 2 females that are watching this. I just want you guys to really have your head on a swivel. Don't be paranoid, but be aware, okay? So, thanks for being here, guys. And until next time, this is going to be Trench Grenade, your average. I think we're in the early stages of the Second American Civil War, unfortunately. Video enjoyer, that your mom says, that we have it all, signing out. Cheers.